Chapter 24, Lion's Pink Little World. The sky continued to color in shades of orange as the minutes ticked by. After picking up Jessica from the Creek daycare, the group searched for wilderness and cheesesteaks with the amount of time they had left. Craig had been thinking about what Steven meant, but he won't show it to him until they find wilderness and cheesesteaks. Jessica never kept her eyes off of Lion ever since they took her from the daycare. She wished she was seeing things, but at the same time, she didn't learn about her brother's eye problems. Lion didn't stare at her, with him also looking for one more Creek kid and her pet. He still thinks he's being spotted ever since coming here. Why couldn't you take him to the Creek daycare? Jessica asked. First, animals aren't allowed in the Creek daycare, Craig answered, including lions, Kelsey added. And second, one of the kids may go inside Lion and won't be able to come out, Steven added. As in, getting eaten by them, Jessica catched on. No, we wouldn't have him if he eats. Connie cut herself the moment Lion groaned at her. He has a huge aversion towards humans. At the same time, gems don't eat and Lion's a gem, so you won't gain anything if you have the ability to not starve, Steven replied. I would miss food more than staying alive forever, JB commented. Does that feel weird? More than wonderful? If I wasn't half human, I would have stayed at Beach City, and I probably wouldn't have my dad or mom. Being a 4-gem really gives you less company in a family, Almar spoke. Steven couldn't disagree before saving the lives of gems light years away in space, but he never lied if he hadn't thought about spending his life as a gem rather than also being part human. As his group continued to walk, Wilderness and Cheesesteaks hid behind the trees. Wilderness has her only chance to meet Lion face to face, including her pet, who's more frozen in the inside. Then Lion stopped as he turned to the direction where Wilderness and Cheesesteaks were hiding. Lion, Connie took notice. Lion slowly made his way to the trees with Wilderness and Cheesesteaks, not waiting anymore since they're also on the clock. Wilderness slightly kicked Cheesesteaks as they popped out in the open, causing Lion to back off while the group did the same. Vanessa, Craig reacted, have you been spying on us? Well, not you. Just him, she pointed at Lion, which didn't faze him. Okay, I was thinking about the activity with Steven, but the thing is, no animals were trapped. Vanessa, we would have done something else if we weren't going to do that, but Steven has another idea. As Wilderness got off of Cheesesteaks, her pet slowly walked up to Lion, with Lion staring straight in his eyes. He wasn't prepared to dodge from the body language of cheese sticks. His eyes are the opposite of his, however he is no enemy. Sorry, but it has nothing to do with riding on our pets. Steven walked next to Wilderness. Plus, your pet is smaller than mine. I saw you smaller earlier when I watched you fight. It's one of my powers. It'll at least be something nice, like, can you have her be small? Unfortunately, no, Connie responded. Wilderness lowered her head, thinking she would get a chance to ride Lion, while Steven and Connie rode her pet. She's also my girlfriend from when we talked about this morning, Steven said. Connie, Wilderness remembered. Yes, she was a kid when she rode Lion, but she doesn't have powers, unlike me. Wilderness has been thinking about Steven's gem and its powers. She doesn't want to see it again, but she can't tell what is possible for him to do. If she had the powers of being young, would she want to ride on cheese sticks? Not that I don't like him, but for how the Queek is, I would give it a try. Connie walked up to cheese sticks not long until she turned to Wildernessa. But sorry, it's not going to happen. I thought it would be a chance to ride Lion. She then looked up at Steven and Connie, who didn't like her idea. I also wanted to ride on him, Jessica added. We just don't have enough time, Steven signed. I'm sorry, but this is really important. Again, there's always tomorrow, Kelsey commented. Maybe depending on what happens with Quake's parents tonight. Oh no, Wilderness assigned. This could be my only time meeting Lion if that could be the case. If we work this out tonight, he could come back the day after tomorrow, Quake replied. So, what do you want to show us? Steven walked up to Lion while he made sure everyone's staring at Lion. He took Quake's hand as Quake paid attention to what he's getting himself into. Steven placed his hand in Lion's mane, but instead of going through his fall, a glowing portal appeared, catching the attention from the kids, including Lion. Has my eyes turned pink? No, Steven smiled. Wilderness and Jessica couldn't believe it was possible, as if Lion's mane is hiding something with that teleportation in him. I can feel his fall, and it feels like there's something deeper. You can, but trust me, you're gonna have to hold your breath at all times. Okay. Quake sucked a breath into his mouth whilst being prepared for what Steven's gonna do. Jump in. Without hesitation, Quake jumped inside of Lion's mane while reaching to the end of the teleportation. He jumped out while witnessing the world in Lion's mane, faraway distances with a sky with clouds, while witnessing a tree with a big picture of rose, something he saw from his pink vision from earlier, but before it got uglier. Did he just... Jessica pointed at Lion's mane. Yes, Steven replied. Jump in, but hold your breath. This could be better than riding Lion. Jessica holds her breath while jumping into Lion's mane. Wilderness felt like the ultimate opportunities right in front of her, even bigger than riding Lion. How would I ever find another pink lion who could do that? She asked. You won't, and never, Steven commented. Be my guest. Can cheese sticks jump in? Shockingly, yes. As Wilderness and cheese sticks looked at each other, they had the same idea. As she held her breath, she jumped into Lion's mane and cheese sticks doing the same. Due to his size, Lion flinched, just like how Steven pulled Bismuth out of him. JP, Kelsey, and Alma felt speechless from Lion's mane itself. Is there anything happening in there? Kelsey wondered. Not really, but you can find another exit out of the dimension of Lion's mane, Steven answered. So Lion is the only pink animal, but there's another person who mane is pink, JP added. Hell, not mane, but you would be in outer space, Connie replied. This has to be the most unreal thing I have ever seen, Alma commented. Better than danger. Anything is better than danger, Steven said while finding a long stick. Inside Lion's mane, Wilderness and cheese sticks looked in their surroundings with the wind blowing on them. Wilderness felt like she was in a new world for the first time in her life. She didn't feel like she's in the creek anymore from the way Jessica played with Small Uncle while feeling the pink grass itself, despite holding her breath to not let out of her breath. When she turned to the tree, Craig stood in place while looking at the picture of rose quartz. He never forget what he saw in his peak vision just before Steven punched Eliza when he saw the monster in Steven and Eliza as Rose herself. Then the effects from Steven were toned as his eyes turned pink. Everywhere has turned more pink as usual, but the only thing that changed is Rose quartz turning into pink diamond. If he saw that Rose was pink diamond from before, he would have picked up on why Steven couldn't control himself, even though Eliza didn't deserve what was coming to her. The only thing he hopes is that if his parents knew about what he did to his brother, Bernard, which there's no avoiding tonight, they'd still allow him to stay no matter what conditions they demanded. When he turned around, Wildenessa and Cheese Sticks stared at him without even attempting to move anywhere in Lion's Mane. They know they would go nowhere if they leave, especially when they don't have anything to breathe in. Soon, they notice the end of a stick sticking from the pink grass. Catching their and Jessica's attention, it was their sign that their time is up in Lion's Mane. They made their way to the stick as Craig jumped in along with his sister. Wildenessa and Cheese Sticks jumped in as Craig and Jessica jumped out of Lion's Mane, catching their breath as Craig's eyes turned back to normal. When Cheese Sticks popped his head out of Lion's Mane, he couldn't get out with Wildenessa still inside. "Let's go help him," Steven spoke while grabbing the arm of Cheese Sticks. This usually happens when something big comes out. "I can only imagine if a building comes out of him," JP wondered. "Let's not think about it, let's help," Alma replied. Some of the group pulled Steven, while Connie and the rest of the group pulled the other arm of Cheese Sticks. Soon enough, Cheese Sticks is pulled out with Wildenessa finally taking a breathe. If only there was air in there, we could have stayed longer," Wildenessa painted. "Is it still fun?" Steven asked. "Yes, it felt like a pink playground land," Jessica cheered. "Minus the slides, of course," Craig added. They then heard the timekeeper blowing through her sousaphone. "It's time to head home now." "Well, there's no way to avoid it." Steven walked up to Craig and Jessica. "We might as well face the music tonight." "I'll make sure the music isn't loud enough," Jessica added. "At least it was fun while it lasted," JP replied. "He could come back for another day, just not tomorrow," Kelsey added. Craig's parents won't be able to see the good in Steven if they found out about his gem and powers, Alma added. "On second thought, maybe me and Lion should stay until after the meeting." Connie walked up to Steven. "I know there's no other way to work this out." "You're right," Craig replied. "At one point, they're gonna see me with the pink eyes eventually. This is gonna be a rough family meeting tonight," Steven sighed. "Even more than the last family meeting when you got here." Wildenessa felt disappointed. She might not ride Lion, but on the other hand, she got something more, including her pet. If they do allow you to stay, I hope Lion does come back. We will work it out by chance," Conley responded. "Let's get going." Kelsey, JP, Wildenessa, and Alma went their separate ways back home, while Craig, Jessica, Steven, Craig, and Lion made their way to Craig's place. Steven hasn't seen Craig's parents since the reunion, including last night when he slept over when none of them noticed him. He knows Bernard will be here tonight, especially with the incident he had with him back in his old apartment yesterday. "So Craig," he spoke to him, "when you got into Lion's Mane, did your eyes turn pink again?" "Yes," Craig answered. "And there was a picture of Rose. who turned into... He refuses to speak knowing it'll affect him. Pink Diamond, he guessed. Yes, I don't need to tell you how I felt. I can't guarantee your parents would feel the same way if they found out about his mom, or even the diamonds, Connie commented. The truth will definitely make him see you not who you were since meeting them days ago, Jessica added. Why do you have to say smart words for your age? Steven looked up at the sky. It's her thing. We are born differently, but grow mature fast, Craig replied.